Hi guys, my name is Kingsley and I will be tutoring you on UI and UX design. But before you dive into this course, let's just first of all get to understand what UI and UX design is all about. I'm not just going to bore you with big words or big jargons that we use. I'm just going to break it down in the simplest term that you understand. So let's talk about UI. UI is just basically all the elements, the buttons and all that, just a still design. That's just what UI is. Just to interpret it in a layman understanding, I would say is a software design. So we design some of these mobile applications first before the developers will now start developing it. So which means you're going to design everything screen by screen. Everything you feel a mobile app should have, you are the one that is going to design it. That's just about the UI. So I'm going to use a very typical house as an example. Talking about UI design is just the aesthetics, how the building looks from the outside. That's just basic illustration of what UI design looks like. Then talking about UX involves trying to find out how the users are going to react about a certain features, how you do things, how you can actually organize some of how they come into the app and how they go out of the app, how you're going to communicate with them. Involves research. It involves a lot of things, thinking from the user's perspective and trying to design something that is going to be suitable for them. Now, using a building as an illustration, I would say UX design is just when you start putting the furnitures and everything in the house, trying to furnish it, all the skeletons, the sectional drawings and everything, the back and the front elevations, trying to position all these things strategically for in case of emergency. So if there's any security issues, people can just exit from this side or exit from the other side. That's when you're talking about the user experience. So meaning of UI is user interface and UX is user experience. So now trying to define it, UI involves creating the visual elements of any typical app. Then UX involves going deeper to find out how users react to this, creating components that actually animate, or you can prototype to use it to actually show off to developers that this is how you want this app to function, right? So when you talk about this type of career path, there's some certain things you should expect. It's not going to be rosy. I'm definitely going to be true to you, but it's definitely going to be fun. It's just enjoyable. Enjoy every bit of it. There is no room to give up. Just make sure you start and finish. Always practice and practice and practice. That is the same thing that is going to keep you going. Don't see it as boring because it's very, very fun. It's definitely fun and it's filled with technical aspects. I'll be showing you how we do this, and I'm also going to be walking you through a live project. That's most exciting part of this whole stuff. We're going to start a project from the beginning and finish it. So product design is just basically everything wrapped up together. So you have to see to the end of that project. You're the one designing it. You're the one that will determine how the users are going to come in, how they are going to exit the app. You're the one that will determine when a payment is going to be made and when a refund is going to be issued. So basically that's just what UI and UX design is all about, and product design. So as we walk through, you get to understand more what this career path is all about. So I'm going to see on some of our videos where I'm going to be teaching you all the things you need to know about the UX and UI design. And the important tool we use here are just Figma, which is the number one. There's some of the tools that actually do what Figma does, which is Sketch, Adobe XD, but those ones are outdated. We don't use it anymore. The one that we use now is Figma. You can also try out Creative. Creative is just one of the newly launched tools that we use for design, but I use Figma, and what I've taught you guys on how to use is Figma. Most companies, Facebook, Google, all of them use Figma. So Figma is the basic tool that we use. So when it comes to research, or when it comes to ideation, we use FigJam. It's still a part or product of Figma. So you will see it in the Figma tool that I'm going to be introducing you guys to. Another tool that you also consider is Miro. Miro is basically for brainstorming and wireframes. Wireframe is just when you sketch something, just an app idea comes to your head, you just sketch it down, just not to forget the layout or the structure of the app that you want to design. So guys, stay tuned and make sure to follow me, and it's going to be a very fun work. See you guys. Bye for now.